dancer of the gods. You dreamer from the gods in heaven, this dance is yours to celebrate now in platinum steel cases, hiding secret devices, coding your heart mind into this existence there, and operates blindly, fumbling then, one falling over for your lover's glances, puddles left unwanted, drop stars rising, for those meanings of heaven shone brightly, a map of wonder to behold, a taste of gladness now. In this treasure one seeks to see its bright spring sun lift. 362. Sure thing, then, you say. Oh, but this he so frequently calls poetry are just words strung together by an unskilled carpet weaver of drunken dreams. And they sang it from the highest buildings, then proclaimed at last to have conquered and secured peace. And she sang in her praising deep voice this in return, following. But, sirs and madams, you just do not understand completely, as it is clear to all true poets. Poetry is the secret melody sang into the ears of those who can hear it from the goddess called Muse, as there is no need to construct it anew, but to just polish and bring the light of her whispering songs to fruition on stages private and public. Dark Spekulanten, philosophers, some of whom may even glimpse the truth, say we are here to make the network stronger by weaving the web tighter. Shadows one sought out to hide in, away from starlit cruised through dance recitals, instead of overstressed truth negotiations fallen through derision. Poise of the divine when we left the devil at our doorstep sulking, nights abandoned in last night on earth. No longer clinging to this life, I seek salvation in the beyond. Sequester rocks to round the day scream heard in those birds fluttering away sometime. As steam arises from this wet ground and bask there at Angelos air, the sun-drenched Greek Riviera river, round and round like top clowns dancing in unison to trumpet cleared, and flutes made singing like fire beasts of burden packed their things in cellophane syringes, denoting happy lights to dark rest reality, a river scene under your eyes, tears of the one dissolving into another dream not quite lived through. Here come the boats which never sail right on this disturbed versification of strange ideas. Only you, one. Serenading you is my utmost duty, to use what skill is available to me to show to you the love deep in my heart for you. And you do nothing in return but kick me more into the misty feelings of unknowing about you. Crystal mirror, hear me out and creep away your dangerous love contamination always swirling you. Spin this endless sticky web more tightly. I want you fight with all I have for you. The moon may cast its greenish gloom above my timepiece, instead you, peace. I crawl under the sweet seduction of infernal juices not yet swallowed in whole. Mind you, come away another path now. Do not ever know now, now. Sand dunes of excited mule deposits from times before in the West End paradise. Seeping through my thus stabbed heart, in mid-destructive center measures I dance, traced like in absolute control of the body, in a most lovable state of late, emanating this straight beam of the idea, not ever renounced, of you, dear, as the one. The final coming. The power-infused words dangling on pages with more white space than words seemingly precise, with no point a waste, and the thought feeling conveyed so deep and well thought through. Alas, such a technical trap. Nay, true poetry comes from the heart, an unstoppable urge to put down what occurs, but then truly so much cannot be inside one that it fills so many pages. The true poetry is flow from the goddess called Muse, through those feeble hands bypassing all rational mental digestion, and then golden infused with your love beam of longing, to be with the one sought, to pluck this hole in one's heart of our own making instead, blaming the one for not coming, running in stealth mode in one place unmoving, glint me the eye glow of gold then, and package this last born of boredom in sweet banana boat sandwiches, in tropical river paradises of dreams less than real memories, accounting for far less to occur when no longer disturbed are height right. Real one lurking, mirror, mirror of my dark heart reflection, that I see no longer as projected, but recent extensive research into the hyper-secretive metaphysical undertakings of the pallbearers union representative, who no longer sang his sweet lodge name in the molded caramel card of his carnival heart shock tactic, in between the endless bouts of silent shouts like swords directed at him from all sides. This energy wave hit stronger than usual. Only when communicating directly with the Athena girl did this previously occur, but am not in chat with her no longer. She ran away before I even was able to catch her. The trap was mind mapped to completion, like a good spider planning an attack on the unsuspected. The dark side wants to take over the light. I wonder, is dark just not the absence of life-giving energy, thus dead? Anyways, how can it have powers unless we give it to them knowingly, unknowingly, thinking up crazy things about the one who should truly be here now, as was agreed upon, it seems, although I am not aware of such a contract and could have just made it up, unless it was a triggered memory by the real one lurking somewhere. Sacred energies abandoned? How hard can it be to string words together in verses like sentences with frequent line breaks? Oh, it makes me wonder if the surreal fantasies even count as non-fiction anymore, as poetry is listed in the non-fiction category. Well said, so to say, as even fiction becomes real in the imagination of its dreamer. Render me insane then, say I'm beyond it already, and this bag full of sanity, lost it at the last bend. When cannot remember, as I get older, memory fades. Good to have taken those notes. Makes you wonder if life should not end earlier to cut out the whole aging process, as the body seemingly reaches its peak in the 20s and then just decreases in its vitality day after day. Oh, you think life is so real and this has to be done to slave around for food and shelter day in, out, rather driven lustfully to satisfy this urge to reproduce, and men have it worse than women. As this drive continues unto the end of the body almost, if not seen as sickness for its absence, then man, always driven to do more, too old to enjoy it with the most sublime young ladies, a cruel fate for men of elder statutes, unless they know the deep secret of stopping without ending the flow. God cross dancer, godlike descent into worlds gilded in unknown gladness of gladiation happiness, the dancer top freedom, a loving sensation of tingling twilight in caves, bears desire hidden, secretive song dance to in unison with unseen beings of different dimensions, sparkling in clear light of sentience unrevolved, without cross period sent to disguise pure madness. To leave you in pieces. Steep were the hills you climbed softly, dear fluffy sweet sheep of my constant delight. Ablazed with this light you caught dreaming in butterfly castles, criss-crossed with green hornet shimmer. I long to lose sight of myself in your love, secret dancer of light in those shifty sands this life often is. Lift off this great wheel of sadness, this existence bringing grief, where the love so dear to you dies fast away. Bear trap survivor, still somewhat shape-shifting through these days of unknown, not-lived fantasies of your love eternal like glittery light stars in the black night sky. I've seen you weep in fantasies of tears reflected in your mind-heart matrix reversal inconsequence. Believe me, it comes out as more yellow after a time all tinged in it, like some old street lamps in dusty nebulous roads. This memory likes to confabulate as real experiences, however, dreams as fantasies don't count in the real living seem to shudder like some crazy guitar joint electric stream form overblown. Then in skies gray of some memories, of some videos, of some city where some lovers always seem to dwell, consequently cabin fever burnout, bear trap survivor, cut the tape gluing your eyes shut. Dying alone, cuckoo, there and then you're coming, having lain through your existence, redirecting flowers that beautify, respectable of truth lies far beyond what normal eyes can see, and follow heart-driven, then perhaps one day, when resting your eyes full open, truth all revealed, another cycle then averted, the exit button pushed, door opened, you step then into paradise like Jesus on a treadmill no longer, and birds chirping the lonely days away in sadness, musky breath beholden, a saint dancing here like in your eyes. Ice-baking summer gives rise to spring-sold sadness in green groves, fruit stands seldom seen, midnight markets with black feathers of the winds now changing. I seek no longer your sweet company, as dreams so feverishly head and tail spun widely of your soon here presence have all been pretence of a lonely heart from hermit dwellers dying alone. Cut me down in midlife struggle, sweet memories of you, my love, of past then coming, another life that surely was, and now those raging waters stopped, drowned to oblivion, I fear, reap nothing you can sow to soar. Much higher to the most wanted, refrain from suffering your absence here. I tell myself to just wait for peace. Ah, see you come no longer, dance no further, excuse no faster, those half-beaten hearts of love decaying. Days fall like soldiers in the great war against time, we as spectators cheering them on to slaughter another. When night finally arrives for good, we leave, seats empty for another day to arrive and another night to kill. Seemingly unwanted, this life goes like a stream in the bathtub, constantly down the drain of forgetfulness. Below, I saw your eyes in the stolen reflection of the knife cutting the throat of gladness encountered when your name fell onto futile ground, there eaten by hawks squirming above, the worms devouring corpses of ants no longer meandering river-like through grass, highlands of long abandoned soul mines, hammering into heartfelt memories no longer accosted underground. Forkheart, how much one pays for the dreams sought and then unlived for, they have not been all arriving as wished for. The expectation of them makes me go through days of hardship, enduring mad states of laughter, cold hearts of undisclosed sadness, regardless their future possibility became the lighthouse one ship's captain aims to, in the thick fogged unknowingness of existence.